Hello everybody, Mr. Awesome, back again with our first actual tutorial on making games. So in this video we will be getting just the basic character movement for this game here. So we are going to start off by creating a sprite for the player. So SPR underscore player, that's just kind of standard, so you can see here it says sprite and then what sprite it is. So I'm just going to go in and hit edit sprite. If you guys have a sprite you want to use, go ahead, hit load sprite and load that from your computer. I'll show you what this looks like. So you load the sprite and then you can use whatever you want, right? So all this, I have all my stuff right in here. So like sprites, all this stuff. Um, I'm just gonna hit edit sprite and create a 32 by 32 sprite. Oh, I didn't hit that. Okay, so right here, yeah, I'm gonna draw a circle like so, and this will be my player for the time being. So that is good there. Hit check mark, and then you're gonna want to hit center. Center your origin. When I add sprites into the game, or when you get sprites, you're gonna want to put the origin at the sprite at the character's feet, which would be like right here-ish. I will be using sprites, and I will figure out a way to give you guys a download to that to those sprites, and you guys can use them however you want as well. So you're gonna want to center the origin, and then modify mask right here. This is important. So you're gonna want to click automatic ellipse. Not full image, automatic ellipse, and then hit OK. And then you're going to want to click precise collision checking, and then separate collision masks needs to be checked as well. So you're going to hit OK, and then go into the object player. So I've already created one. I created it last video to show you guys how we're going to be using the code. So you want to create an object and name it obj player, and then set the sprite to SPR player. So in create, we don't have to touch anything there. We're going to add a new event, a step event. So step, just normal step, not begin or end, just step. And then drag out our little control code bit. And we are going to just be programming it so that you can use the W, A, S, and D keys to move. So you're going to want to start with V speed equals walking speed asterisk, which is times, and then open parentheses. Keyboard underscore keyboard check ord. This is ordinary keys, so that means any key on the keyboard you can do K. So then you're going to want to put two apostrophes, and this is your vertical speed, your up and down movement. So you're going to want to put W right here. And then close off the ord and W colons there, minus, if I can figure out how to click this, there we go, minus another keyboard check. So keyboard check, another ordinary key, two apostrophes, S right here. That's your other vertical movement. Finish that off with like right there, three of those, and a semicolon. That shows that it's done. So now you have your vertical, that's your up and down movement. Now you're going to do H speed, that's your horizontal speed, that's across the screen, equals walking speed times keyboard check ordinary key again. You're going to need those again. This is A. I might have these flipped. I don't promise they're 100% correct right now. I always end up getting these backwards. So it's just the same thing for these. And then D. So there is your movement. Okay? So you have that. You're going to hit check mark. In create, we need to add a variable. So tab this off and do variables. Tabbing off means just put two forward slashes in. That basically means that it's not going to be included in the code, so you can write whatever you want there. So this is my variable side. I need a variable walking speed. Make sure to spelled capitals. Everything is the exact same you just used in the movement code. And I find that 3 is good for this. So hit the check mark, and the one thing I forgot to do is label what this is. You always want to add notes to your code, so when you go back, you can just tell what it is at a glance. So this is your movement, so you're going to want to just write in movement right here. You don't have to, but I recommend doing that. So that should be your movement complete. Now we need a room, so you're going to want to create a room, and in settings, the speed, you are going to want it to be 60. So that way the player moves right, it's at about the same speed and everything. So the room speed is the amount of steps the room has per second. So that's how many times it runs the code and stuff like that. So you're going to want to make sure the speed is 60 so that there's 60 steps a second. So if for later we'll be doing alarm. So if you want an alarm to go off every second, you put 60 in as the alarm settings. So the alarm goes off every second. So this is going to be named RM underscore level 1. So that's just about it. All we need to do is place our little character guy in the room and hit the check mark and hit the run button up here to test our game. Okay, so S is up, W is down, and so I flipped it all. So that is normal. It is normal to flip it all. Those two. No, these two. Okay, so all we need to do is go into OBJ Player. Sorry about this, guys. I just don't do this enough to... Well, I do, but I don't. So all that needs to happen is this needs to be S, and this needs to be W. And this needs to be A. This one over here needs to be D. So that is your movement completed. So that's your movement 100% complete. So that is all we are going to be doing in today's video. Next video, we will be programming in projectiles for the game, because we will be shooting enemies eventually. So that is going to be it for now. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and tune in next Friday for the next step in the game.